They say I have a grim sense of humor.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of PXE League of Legends. We've got a awesome matchup for you guys tonight. It is Never Lucky Gaming versus Final Bastion. This is going to be a extraordinarily hyped matchup because the winner of this match tonight is going to be in the top three, and the loser is going to have to continue to fight for their place in the top of the league. My name is Zojalix, and I am joined here with Fred X. Fred, how you feeling tonight?
This is pretty hype matchup. I'm just feeling hype. I'm ready to see how this goes because Never Lucky is coming off of a loss to Orbit Gaming Quasar, which was not expected, and a very close series to I Don't Like Sand last week. And Final Bastion's coming off their loss to Glacial Golems, so they really just want to find a win here in this match today.
For sure. And now we should be getting into draft here soon. So hopefully excited to see kind of what picks and bans are going to be coming out. This is my first match that I'm going to be casting for PXE League, so I'm really excited. I've been trying to do at least a little bit of catch up as to what's been going on this season. So I'm in for a lot of surprises, but we're seeing the Gangplank ban come out right away for Never Lucky. That seems to be pretty standard right now.
Yeah, I think the Velikaz for Final Bastion has really been excelling in lanes. So I definitely want to put them off of their power picks. And there's a Swain ban we see from Final Bastion towards Never Lucky. And we also should see a Seraphine ban because their bot lane, Red Panda, has played it 6 of their 9 games in PXE. A very low damage, very low CS, very supportive playstyle, as Never Lucky really plays towards their jungler, Tominato, and their support nerf Swain, which is why they banned the Swain. And
that makes sense to me.
Yeah, and we see the Victor ban for Rams, as he's been shown with the powerful pick, and that's the Seraphine. Final Bastion knows what's up.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that Seraphine ban. They're gonna need to get it here on this next ban, honestly, if they're gonna have it not slip through. Because I feel like if you don't get that ban in, like, especially someone's those power picks like the Seraphine or the Swain, if you don't get those in the first round, they're obviously going to slip through right away, and it'd be kind of ridiculous to not have that pick that people normally wouldn't want to see you on get slipped through in that first round of draft.
Oh yeah, and there's another ban towards Rams' mages in the mid lane. I know they've been pretty prevalent on those picks, and okay, there's the Seraphine ban. Final Bastion knows what's up. They're not messing around.
Yeah, for sure.
Red Panda off of comfort, and as they play a lot of very supportive style for everybody else on their team.
Yeah, this is going to make this a very different game, obviously, than what we've been seeing all season with you said 6 out of 9 matches on that Seraphine. So now be really excited to see what they play out. Belveth going to be out for the first pick for Never Lucky.
That's very aggressive pick from Tominato in the jungle. I know they do play a fair amount of Belveth. However, I think it's pretty easily punishable by the side of Final Bastion if they pick right. And there see the Caitlyn pick as well, and see if that's paired up. Sejuani, that's been also prevalent in pro play. Always picked 1-3.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, the Sejuani coming out. Sejuani, honestly, being one of a super strong jungler, having a lot of crowd control, plus she could just be an absolute tank. Could be very, very annoying to see if the jungler knows what they're doing. So exciting to see a Sejuani come out here. Has Sejuani been showing up a lot in PXE this season?
We haven't seen too much Sejuani here. Honestly, it's been a hodgepodge of many different junglers, and we see a Jhin out for presumably Red Panda. We see it in support in the LCK, especially Keria and Beryl, but in PXE, I think we only see it in the bot lane. Hopefully.
I mean, are we bold enough to put Jhin in support? Like,
Nerf Swain does play a lot of mages in the bot lane, so I would hope not. But there's the brand in for Nerf Swain.
That is going to be a very, very mean bot lane to have to deal with, seeing both the Jhin and the Brand. Just I'm getting flashbacks from my own solo queue games of how many times I've had to go up against a Brand. So
yeah, it's definitely gonna play for an aggressive lane. Probably a more supportive carry for Red Panda, which definitely should be their playstyle. We've seen them on the Misfortune and Caitlyn as well, and those haven't turned out the best. And there's the Lux for the Caitlyn combo in lane. I think it will be pretty volatile bot lane already. And we see
Yeah.
an Orianna ban instantly from the side
Yeah,
of
that
Final
was
Bastion.
very fast. Wow, holy cow. So with the Orianna ban, that definitely eliminates a lot of, well, I mean, some really strong CC potential that could come out for Never Lucky, especially with Orianna Shockwave being such a strong ability, plus her ability to not only deal a lot of damage, but also provide that little bit of support. So we'll see how Never Lucky is going to be responding here. Oh, hovering the Anivia, that's going to be, wow, really fast ban there.
Oh yeah, a lot of strong mages already banned out. We've already seen 4 of them. Pretty pinching that middle pool for both gymnastics and Rams, and we definitely want to see
Interesting.
we definitely want to see a magic damage mid laner from the side of Never Lucky, as they have the Belveth, and they from the Belveth in the jungle. Really don't want to pair that double magic damage with a Sejuani, and there's a Corki ban for gymnastics.
Wow, they're really trying to just pinch out that mid lane. I wonder, is it even possible to ban either of these mid laners out though?
There are a lot more options left. I think we've seen in this new patch with Annie being buffed, we could see an Annie on R4. We also see a Fiora ban for Velikaz. That's been a pretty strong pick we've seen them on so far.
Yep, for sure. Now we're getting into the final 2 picks for each team as Final Bastion are looking at who they're going to be picking, taking some time, getting those communications, and the Akali.
Akali.
That is this is
That's a pretty aggressive pick. I think they've taken a lot of the options for them now. The melee mid laner is very nice with the Sejuani passive to get that E stun in early. We should see what we see for the counter for gymnastics, as Final Bastion wants to save that counter pick for Velikaz. Very strong, aggressive solo laner, but Never Lucky has to blind that top lane.
Now, does it make sense with the sort of aggressive playstyle that Never Lucky is going for? Does it make sense for Final Bastion to pull out an Akali like that? Because I feel like that's a very counterintuitive for what their bot lane jungle combination is looking like.
Definitely is an interesting pick, and we see the Scion for Never Lucky Gaming, so definitely weak side top lane. They're probably focusing on getting Nerf Swain that brand and Tom Notto fed. And yeah, that Akali definitely a different pick, and trying to get shut down by Lissandra out for Never Lucky. Getting that point and click CC, Akali can't move, stuck in that shroud. But the damage is definitely coming from the support and jungle of Never Lucky this game.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I want to hear in chat who do you guys think have won this draft? Because this draft, I think, is one of those things that a lot of people who maybe aren't as familiar with League of Legends don't really focus too much on. But from obviously our standpoint, the draft can make or break a game very, very easily.
Oh yeah.
So, the Renekton going up against the Scion here in the top lane.
That this Final Bastion draft looks like something we could see in pro play, while the Never Lucky's draft is definitely something we could see more in these gold leagues. I'm not a fan personally of R5 Renekton, especially into the lockdown the Never Lucky has. But if Velikaz tries to get those leads into the Scion, definitely probably playing weak side top for that Scion. So if Velikaz gets a lot of gold, should be able to get push and those heralds, kind of breaking the game open with that tower pressure from the Caitlyn Lux bot lane as well. I think we could see something towards that on the side of Final Bastion.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. So we are going to be getting into this first game here any second now. Just waiting for them to get loaded onto the Rift here. Again, I want to see your guys' predictions here to see this, see what this game is going to turn out in chat. Would love to be able to see some of that happening. Actually, I think that's probably already a prediction that I totally missed. Yep, that is a prediction. So you guys should get your predictions on in chat because it's there.
Oh yeah, the side of scaling is pretty tough to say. We have the Belveth with those lavender stacks and her passive, a lot of brand max health damage. On that side, the Scion infinite healing from that from his W. While in Final Bastion, the only real scaling we see is from the Caitlyn on their side. So I think the onus is on them to get a really strong early to mid game presence to try and finish this game out before the side of Never Lucky can really get their scaling in.
For sure. Now it looks like we're have to actually go through the actual draft side on the client side of things. So it shouldn't be too terribly long before we get into the Rift and be able to see this match happening. I don't even know what to talk about by this point. Yeah, so I think while we're getting loaded in, we're going to take just a quick break here while we get finished up, loaded onto the Rift. So we will see you guys back here in just a little bit.
Yep. Be right back.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to PXE League. We are now loaded onto the Project Rift. It is looking absolutely gorgeous here as we are getting ready for this match between Never Lucky Gaming and Final Bastion. We're seeing the players get themselves all set up. So
I think looking at rune setups, everything's fairly stock standard. We see the Ignite on the Rams Akali mid, which we've seen him do again. I think could be very punishable from the Genetics Tominato mid jungle duo. While on the bot side, we see Red Panda with no cleanse against the Caitlyn Lux lane, which will be
interesting.
I'm very scared for Red Panda as they are the objectively ranked worst player of the team. I'm not saying anything about how they play, but in that lane, I think it will be very difficult for them.
For sure. Oh, and Gymnastics is spotted out by Rand. He's going for that deep ward, but he's going to be chased. Oh.
The Bastion on the top side. The junglers are going on different sides this map. Tominato not starting where expected, going towards the top side this early game, while Unleash is going to go bot side to help out that Caitlyn Lux.
Yeah, so it seems to be a pretty mostly standard. We'll see if this will get spotted out by anybody here, if there might be any sort of communication. No pings seem to be coming out here about these, so they must not know where these junglers are located right now. So it seemed to be a pretty standard start, just going through, getting their farm across. Obviously, looking to build up. Oh, we're seeing a...
Yeah, trading in all the lanes right now.
Yeah, trade happening right now.
A lot of Melee G. Ram's taking a lot from Gymnastics already. Half health. And trades onto the bot side too.
Oh, yeah, a lot of trades coming out. Looking like the lead is going to be at least slightly in favor of Never Lucky just with these trades. But we are seeing, is it Adamaz is how he pronounced it? Or is it? I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
I'll just say Adam.
Okay, Adam. There we go. We'll go with that.
Tominato with 3 camp, gank, bot lane, Gymnastics here moving down level 2, doesn't even have that glacial advance.
He's going to get snared up, but Frisky is going to be the one getting snared down. Shots are going to be coming out. Will this be first blood? Flash is going to be out of the way, getting him out, and they will make it out with their lives. That was a very scary play there, almost ending in first blood for Never Lucky, but they weren't quite able to secure it. Nerf Swain is looking to try and keep some poke going. But this will be...
Light Binding from Adamaz onto Tominato really saved them there on that bot side. And Denaxis wasn't level 3, so wasn't able to get in real close to CC that bot lane.
Adamaz is going to be stunned up. There's going to be some attacks happening here. Nerf Swain looking to get a lot of damage, but Unleashed is there. Nerf Swain, you're in a scary position. Flash is going to be escaping. Looking like they're going to be getting away with their life. Red Panda is playing a little bit dangerous there. That Flash is going to be happening, but on the top side, we've got Velikaz making a move on Melee G. Is able to barely get out with his life. Action happening all across the rift. Holy cow, that was crazy turn of events there, as it looks like Unleashed is still sticking around the bot side, going to be securing that scuttle. But now it seems, at least for the time being, players are going to be taking a breath, relaxing, and continuing to keep this one going. Ooh, stun is going to be coming up on a Frisky MMO. I might have spoke too soon, and the juke is going to be happening from Red Panda, preventing the slow from coming in from that Caitlyn E.
It's definitely not what I'm expecting this game. The level 2 gank from Lysandra with Tominato didn't get the kill, which is what they were focused on, and the trade and summoners for the bot side. Oh,
Snipe is going to be happy. Swain going to be getting that first blood. Honestly, though, what was that recall?
Frisky was just recalling for her, and Nerf Swain just hit him with the Q. Not even a combo.
Oh my gosh.
That is very unfortunate.
There was just also just a lot of disrespect there. They weren't, like, Jin with the range. You gotta be standing back, farther back. The moment the sight happened there, it just, Nerf Swain was just like, oh, you're just not gonna pay attention? Alright, don't mind me. I'll come grab that first blood.
Yeah, and that first blood on Nerf Swain is definitely what they want to see here, as they definitely play towards the support and jungle for the side of Never Lucky, and this game especially with that scaling Brandon Belveth. But right now, hit a bit of a lull state, no action, and only 1 kill, even with these long fights so far.
Yeah, but that kill is going to help get Never Lucky about a 1K gold lead right now. Player teams are still going to be looking to make just probably taking some relax a bit of time now. Quite a bit of trades happening. We'll see as Melly G maybe looking for a possible trade. Velikos getting some damage off, but I don't think he's going to win this one. The stun is going to be coming up. The pop is going to be happening. The heal is going to be happening. Melly G continuing to hold this one, but it looks like Velikos may be forced to back off as we're going to be moving around the bot side. No, but Velikos is getting very low here, but he is not leaving. He is not afraid of that sign. We got action happening all on both sides of the map here, both between top and bot, but it looks like both sides are going to be playing off. Velikos sticking around. That Renekton getting a little scary, but Tominato is going in on the bot side, but he's going to be getting set up under turret. He's barely going to be getting out with his life. Absolutely scary dive attempt there.
Then we see Rams with a perfect execution onto the Gymnastics, who is just glacial advancing away. Very weird.
He is going to be getting hit. Velikos getting the heal. Possible stun being happening here, but the turret shots are going to be forcing Melly G off. He's going to be trying to get the fight. Velikos is going to be popping the ultimate, forcing Melly G to flash out. Unleashed is going to be here, and it does not look like Melly G is going to be escaping with this one. He might have actually had it had he not popped the Q in the bush, but it looks like he will be going down here. The stun is going to be happening, and Melly G will be going down. Final Bastion is going to be striking back. However, Never Lucky is going to take this advantage and snag that first dragon.
Yeah, very heads-up play from Never Lucky getting that trade with that first dragon. Definitely getting those stacks on Belbeth. Wasn't level 6, so didn't get that strong ultimate from the Belbeth, which they would have liked, but it's a very nice trade. However, Velikos is getting that lead already with the Vamp Scepter, going towards that Blade of the Ruined King. Is definitely going to try and get a big advantage in that top side now with the flashless Melly G.
For sure. Now we've got Melly G is back, and ooh, Tominato's looking a little low there. We don't want to see him getting executed out of that red buff. That'd be a little awkward there.
And Alicia's in Tominato's top side right now. I don't think Never Lucky is aware of this, and if Tominato goes in, Unleash could get a kill.
There's no vision on that jungle there. If you look at the map, there is no vision in that topside jungle from, honestly, really either team. The vision advantage is definitely coming in favor as Final Bastion, as they're going to be looking for a gank topside. You're going to be seeing the bot lane getting pushed in, but now Final Bastion are going to be making in. Melly G is not in a spot that he wants to be in. Final Bastion is making a move. They're going to be bullying him. He is not going anywhere, as Melly G is going to be taken down. Final Bastion getting another kill to put themselves up on the board and continue to extend that lead for this Renekton.
Very, very good punch from Final Bastion there with the flashless Scion. He didn't have any ult, but we see a dive from Tominato.
The ultimate is going to be coming out from Red Panda. He's going to be getting the attacks, but the dive might not be enough. Tominato might be going down for it, but he's able to stay alive. Nerf Swain is going to get the kill. More stacks going onto that bot side. We are now seeing an absolute trade for trade here. Final Bastion are looking to stack up that Renekton, while Never Lucky looking to stack up that box side. Melly G getting a lot of damage off onto Velikos. We'll see how this pushes, if he's going to continue to fight this one out. Tominato, you have got to get out of there, my guy. You are asked. Oh my goodness, that E getting real close there, but he does manage to escape.
Yeah, I didn't think that turret was going to go so well, but the Royal Maelstrom from the Belbeth tanking that turret definitely made it a lot easier for them to get that kill on the Frisky. Obviously, Final Bastion's looking for topside, while Never Lucky's just getting that strong advantage in the bot lane right now.
And as you can see, though, we are tied up here in kills, we're seeing Unleash stealing that blue buff, looking like he's going to be making a move towards topside. Oh no, he's going to be getting the recall, but as you can see, even though Never Lucky is, well, actually both teams are tied up in kills, Never Lucky is still managing to maintain that 1K gold lead that is being seen. With the CS leads going actually mostly primarily even, so the gold lead is, honestly I have no idea even where that gold lead is coming from.
I think majority of I think it's on Nurse Swain, those plates from the bot lane.
Oh yeah, that'll do it for sure.
There are only 2 plates on that bot side turret for the pushing Caitlyn Lux lane, which hasn't been able to push this game sadly. And that is definitely going to be tough getting into these later objectives.
And we'll see how Final Bastion is able to use the Rift Herald, because they were able to take the Rift Herald. I don't know when exactly they took it, but the first Rifty is going in favor of Final Bastion. We're seeing more trading happening up in that top side, but we've got a crazy CS lead in favor of Velikaz, just managing to maintain this lead over the Scion. We'll see how Neverlucky, if they're going to look at possibly shutting it down, or if they're just going to keep the stacks up. The Sun is going to be coming out of from Melee G, getting more trades off, but this is a huge wave in favor of Velikaz. That turret shot definitely is not really mostly what you want to see. Is that kind of gets rid of your health advantage here, but who knows, maybe Velikaz might be feeling a little bit more comfortable in this one. Getting a few meteors off, he's going to be popping the ultimate, and he will be going down. Tamanado is right there. Velikaz is going to be going down by the turret shot and will be getting shut down. Tamanado and Melee G's corpse, but Unleashed is going to be turning it around, and that will be Unleashed going down.
I think Final Bastion was looking for a turret dive, which they got the kill. Taminado's there for the return, but Unleash was just killing him as a tank.
Yeah, he's just showing that absolute strength, and it looks like, did they summon Shelly, or did they just let it expire?
They summoned Shelly on the top side, I believe. Unleash dropped it there, which they're looking for. We see Rams here with the Shuriken Flip.
Perfect execution. The move. Nerf Swain, the ultimate is going to be coming down. Nerf Swain is going to be staying alive, but Akali is going to be getting the shutdown. Gymnastics is going to be going. That's a double kill for Rams as Final Bastion claw themselves out, get incredible few plays there, and put themselves into a gold lead in an exact spot that you want to see happening with a very strong turnaround as we hit the 12-minute marker in this game.
I think it looks like with those 2 kills on the Rams, Final Bastion's looking to get their first dragon of the game. And in that bot lane play, Frisky didn't even get any assists there. It was just the follow from Adam and the Rams' perfect execution. And even though they saw that play rotation from the Rams, Neverlucky's bot lane still took the brunt of that.
Absolutely. Rams able to have a solid rotation there and just do exactly what they needed to do to be able to get that bot lane a little bit more under control. Unfortunately, Frisky didn't see any of the gold from that. Hopefully, Adam is able to maybe convert some of this gold that was in the pockets here. But the CS lead is still in favor of Red Panda. Velikaz and Melee G going to be getting a trade, but this one is going to be going very much in favor of Vela. Is going to be possibly looking for something, but there's some action happening on the bot side as Unleashed is right there. So it looks like Final Bastion might be making another play towards the bot side. Tamanado sitting up in that red side jungle, stealing the Raptors away.
Unleashed waiting, but there is a ward. He's on.
Yep, Unleashed is going to be spotted out. And the ult is going to go through a beautiful flash from Red Panda there to avoid that Sejuani ult, forcing Final Bastion to back this play off. They're not going to be able to make this one happen, despite having the numbers there.
No, I think very, very difficult.
It doesn't even matter. Nerf Swain is making the moves on his own. Adam is going to be popping the ulti. Unleashed is still right there, though. But he might have just put himself in a very dangerous position as Adam is pretty low in this fight. But Frisky's going to be making the move. Unleashed getting the kill under Nerf Swain. Frisky MMO is going to be going very low. But Unleashed is going to be coming in. And Frisky is going to be taking down Red Panda. That will be more money going into the pocket of that Final Bastion bot lane.
That was very interesting from Neverlucky as they knew Unleashed was there in the bot side, getting the gold lead a little bit back to even for the bot side. They're still fairly far behind, but Frisky MMO was finally caught back with that kill. And however, Nerf Swain is still 1,000 gold up on Adamus. He's looking very strong still, as it's a really battle of the top side versus the bot side in this game.
Yeah. Absolutely. It is very much a battle of which of those side lanes are going to come out on top. We are seeing right now, though, on the mid side, while there hasn't been hardly any action on that mid side, Rams getting that double kill is going to get him the lead over Gymnastics. So we'll see kind of how these two teams are going to be playing this one out.
Yeah. We see our mythics coming in this game from Gymnastics, Rams, and Tamanado, and also see the Blade of the Rune King from Velikaz really pushing that advantage up on the top side. And with these mythics, I think Gymnastics is looking at the Aerofrost for a lot more CC, which hasn't been able to equal the GG yet.
He's going to be going in. he's got the rotation against him, but there's going to also be a play bot side. Rams is going to be making a move on a Nerf Swain, but he will possibly be going down. He's going to be taping that one alive, but the Brand Burn is going to be taking him out. The shutdown gold is going to be trading 1-for-1 Nerf Swain for Rams. But the action's not over yet. The fight's going to be ensuing over this. Harold Velikos will be going down. Toledano trying to get a little bit of more of attack, but he's going to be getting dangerously low. He's going to manage to escape with his life. Unleashed is going to be shut down, and Never Lucky will be getting control over this Rift Herald here.
That was an interesting series of events. Now, looking good at first for Final Bastion, but the trade on the mid and support, there was still the roam from Red Panda, so there was just a 4v on the top side for that Herald fight.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
a lot of aggression from Velikos and Unleashed. However, Risky MMO getting this push in the bot lane, no more plates are up, so it's not just that trade Herald for plates play, but definitely putting Never Lucky back into this game.
For sure. Now we've got a very, very even gold lead here, and the Rift Herald hasn't even popped yet. So it'll be interesting to see how Never Lucky what their plan is going to be with this Rift Herald, if they're going to try and use it to secure this first turret down on the bot side, or if they're going to be looking for something else. Rams going to be looking for the roam down down bot from mid. Nerf Swain going to be getting a lot of damage, and Adam is looking very, very scary low there. That Nerf Swain is just so strong, but that will be a 1-for-1 trade. Frisky MMO getting Nerf Swain, but Nerf Swain will be snagging that Lux kill. Oh, and Red Panda comes in again and takes out Frisky.
That is just a Gale Force diff. The bot lane for Never Lucky has gotten their mythics in that fight with the Gale Force and the Leandries, which is why Nerf Swain is able to get that trade, and we see Tominato here in the bot side with those kills being able to drop the Herald or just get this first turret. I don't even think they're going to be dropping the
Herald on this first turret. So that first turret gold will be going for Never Lucky, which is going to give them the advantage here as we continue to move on in this game. Possibly looking that Shelly will be dropped on the bot side. Going to be looking at getting some more damage into this inner turret.
Yeah,
looks like they're going to be getting that tier 2. An excellent push there. Beautiful conversion from Never Lucky as they take that play and turn it into 2 turrets. And a blue buff steal, which is exactly what you want when you're trying to buff up that bot side.
Yeah, we see low trade Velikos trying to get the turret, but I don't think he can tank it just yet. We see Unleash here for the side. I think it might be looking for a dive in that turret on top side, while Never Lucky is just going to get that dragon they've gotten from that conversion double kill bot play.
And it looks like they're going to be still committing for this fight. Unleashed is going in, but Velikos isn't even there. So they're going to be taking him off, but reaction is going to be happening on the bot side. Adam is going to be stunned. He's going to be getting his shots off from the Jhin. Ultimate is going to be going down, but this will be a trade for Gymnastics Life. Never mind. Red Panda is going to be getting more kills. Nerf Swain, and that's 2 kills going down. The bot lane of Final Bastion is going to be decimated as Never Lucky continue to farm off of that bot side, continuing to put money in the pockets of Nerf Swain as a turret. The mid side turret will be going down for Never Lucky, but the top side outer turret will also be going down in favor of Final Bastion.
That's a very good trade for Never Lucky, as Frisky and Adam were just caught in the bot side over push with the 4v2.
Now Tominato's going for it. Gymnastics is going to be right there. This ultimate is going to be dropped down onto Unleash. That Sejuani is just so tanky. Going to be trying to flash away, but they're going to be continuing the chase. Velikos is actually going to be rotating back into this one. It looks like they're going to be turning this one around, but Red Panda is going to be there. Tominato is going to be the first one to be going down. Gymnastics trying to hold this one is going to be forced to flash out. Nerf Swain will be taking down Unleashed, as now the rest of Never Lucky are there, but Rams will be going down. That's going to be a double kill for Nerf Swain, as both Rams and Unleashed are going to be going down. 2-for-2 trade. We are at an even trade of kills here in this fight.
That is crazy 5C. Even trade of kills. However, now there's almost 3,000 gold lead for Never Lucky in this game, with all the turrets they've taken and these objectives, looking much better to head into this game. As you see, Nerf Swain is a nerf. He currently has the second most gold in the game behind Velikos. Actually, they're almost even. The brand is almost 2 items, and Adam doesn't even have his mythic.
That is
It
absolutely insane to see how that has gone out. Holy cow. This has been an absolutely crazy match to see as there's been trade after trade, but it seems right now the push is going in favor of Never Lucky right now. They're able to maintain this 2K gold lead and about a 1 turret lead here.
I think we see two items out from Belka on the top side, still trying to 1v1 Melee G, which is, he does have the advantage there. However, the bot side of Never Lucky has just been doing so much better in the final Bastion. I think they're just going to try and keep this lead going into the next Dragon, or they're just going to be starting.
They're going to be going for a Baron fight. Okay. Maybe there's noticing that there's no vision around, but eventually somebody's going to figure this one out. Maybe Melee G trying to hold that Velikaz as he does have the TP. Could possibly look to TP to join in this Baron fight, but it looks like the rest of Final Bastion are going to be rotating in. Tominato, you are very low as the Baron will be secured by Never Lucky, but Unleashed is going in on it. Tominato is going to be going down. Unleashed is going to be getting stunned up, and that Sejuani, no matter how tanky you are, you will not be able to escape all of that. Rams is going to be rushing in. Velikaz did manage to join the fight. Nerf Swain is going to be going down, and now Velikaz is going to also be taking down Nerf Swain. That is going to be 3 kills in favor of Final Bastion, but a Baron will be traded off for Never Lucky.
That was a very difficult play for Never Lucky as Tominato is 1 HP. They didn't have the teleport from Melee G yet. Velikaz and Rams just up in there getting those shutdowns onto the carries, and the gold lead is now less than it was before the Baron. That Baron was not worth it.
That Baron, that was a very, very, I don't know what kind of decision you'd be making looking at that Baron play, because they have the gold lead. They don't need to worry about rushing the Baron, but yet there they were. I don't know if they just assumed that because there was no vision there that maybe they would get it, but it just didn't happen. They weren't able to secure that Baron, and now that ended up actually helping out Final Bastion and preventing a few pushes there.
Yeah. Velikaz is still very strong here, connecting 2k gold up, while Nerf Swain is still somehow the support carry of Never Lucky game with almost 9,000 gold in his pockets, just 1v1ing this Renekton.
Yeah, and he is now looking like Red Panda is going to be joining, trying to hold up the defense. Velikaz is going to be forced out, but Rams is right there, possibly going to be going in. Gymnastics is going to be getting the stun off, but Unleashed is right there, but unfortunately Rams will go down by that Nerf Swain, but the rest of Never Lucky is here. We're going to be seeing the fight over this next Drake. Let's see the entire lineup of Never Lucky is there. Tominato taking a lot of damage. The Jhin ult is going to be coming down. Melee G is going to be getting the ultimate onto Unleashed. No matter how tanky you are, that's a lot of CC to take. Keep Sejuani from getting out of there. That is going to be the Dragon going in favor of Never Lucky as they continue to force Final Bastion out and are able to secure that Mountain Drake and put them in a very good position going into the rest of this game 1.
That was a very ambitious play from Rams, getting shut down CC'd with the Gymnastics, and Nerf Swain hit his combo in the Shroud to get that kill onto Rams, and he was trying to start the fight while he didn't have the numbers. And that just really gave Never Lucky the advantage there, with the Scion barreling into the front line and no damage being able to come through because it's essentially their carry.
Yeah.
And
And that Scion, no matter, that is a very, very tanky Scion.
They are just tickling him right now with those 2 Mountain Dragons on him. He is going to scale insanely well this game with that Mountain Soul.
Looking like Final Bastion possibly looking to make a move, but Frisky MMO maybe possibly getting caught out is going to be forcing the rest of Never Lucky there, but they're going to be having to run into the aid of Gymnastics as he's been caught up by Velikaz flashing in the zone. This is going to be Pop that's going to be buying time for the rest of Never Lucky to get there, but the self-ultimate might be exactly what he needs. Velikaz is going to be forced to back off. The ult is going to be coming through. Nerf Swain is going to be getting another kill as Velikaz will be shut down. A 45-second death timer, and the top tier 1 turret will be going over to Never Lucky there. That was honestly
top tier 1 hover. Final Bastion just took that tier 2.
Yeah, so this is, are we looking at a slight base race here, Adam? Possibly looking at it. We'll see if there's going to be some sort of a rotation back.
Adam gets hit.
Swain is dead. Going to shut him down.
That was very unfortunate. I'm not sure what the call was there. But they pushing that bot side and Final Bastion falling back. The turn advantage is in Never Lucky's favor, and we see Rams potentially walking up to the top side for a 1v2. I'm not sure if you win that. He's been killed by Nerf Swain 3 times in this game already.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to win that if you're Rams, but it looks like he doesn't care. He's still going to be looking for that. If you are Final Bastion now, what are you looking for your win condition here? You got it down about 4k gold. What are you looking for as your win condition?
Honestly, they need Velikaz and Rams kill Nerf Swain. That is their objective. Nerf Swain needs to die. He is 11,000 gold in this game. He is 5,000 gold up on Adam. As even though support shouldn't be having much as gold this game, Nerf Swain is this carry with 3 items already on him. They need to get on top of him and kill him without Gymnastics and Melee G getting in the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a very uphill battle with 4,000 gold lead now for Never Lucky Gaming, and Frisky not even at his Infinity Edge power spike.
Yeah, so that's going to be a huge point there. Seeing as Frisky has not really been able to get anywhere in this game, not being consistently staying an item back. Now we'll see. Hopefully it looks like we might be seeing some play happening for the second Baron, but there's going to be some action happening on that Baron side. Frisky MMO, what are you doing? You are not with the rest of your team. He is going to be getting caught out. That Lysandra is dangerous, and Adam will be going down as well. The double kill getting scored for Gymnastics, but Rams is going to be right there, and you don't want to be sticking around. Also, if you are Final Bastion, you got to get out. Tominato is going to be getting that kill as a 1v1 will be ensuing. Also down in the bot lane, Unleashed is trying to get away, but they're continuing to keep up the chase. I don't know if chasing a Sejuani is a good idea. Just that is definitely the play here to rotate back over onto that Baron. That bounty will be claimed for Final Bastion, as now it's looking like Melee G possibly going to get his recall stopped here. You don't want to fight this one.
You're going
to get killed.
That's why you don't pick R5 for Nectar, people. So far ahead.
Olace's going to be looking for a steal, but he's not able to get it, and he will be paying for that one with his life. As Never Lucky secure their second Baron. This time, it will cost them nothing.
That is very unfortunate. The second Baron actually giving them a much bigger gold lead this time. No more 1 HP Belveths. And with that ultimate from the passive of those little minions from Belveth, that is a lot of pushing power for the side of Never Lucky. Looking to this soul potentially in 20 seconds, but I think they might just be looking for the tower.
Honestly, at this point, with the Baron buff and those minions from the Belveth, looking for a possible endgame option is not even a bad play here. Rams, you're going to be trying to play the solo hero, but Adam is right there. The shot's going to be coming out from Caitlyn, but it is not going to be getting a kill. That Mountain Drake is going to be spawned. Never Lucky already rotating over onto it on that bot side. And it doesn't look like Final Bastion are able to get the rotation in because there's just so much threat from the minions. They're going to try and maybe make a move, but Never Lucky have the vision. They are able to see this one coming. They've spotted Tominato, and they are Final Bastion possibly looking to make a move here. The pings are coming out. Unleashed is going to be coming in, but the CC is going to be happening right away. The Dragon is going to be looking to possibly get some regen. Velikaz is going to be going low. He's going to try and keep himself alive. The Jhin ultimate is going to be getting popped here, but the rest of Final Bastion is going to be getting absolutely decimated by the power of Never Lucky. And this looks like Never Lucky are going to be continuing to push out onto this looking for the ace, and they will find it as Final Bastion is going to be getting absolutely decimated. That is going to be the ace, and Never Lucky. The TPs are going out. Honestly, they're going to be looking to end the game right here.
I think this might be a game with the Baron push and Belveth power. There's 20 more seconds on the Rams. I think this might be a game. That was a very difficult fight with all the CC. Velikaz and Rams weren't able to get their damage in, and that's just a victory for Never Lucky Gaming in Game 1.
Yep, that is going to definitely be that. Never Lucky are going to have a very clean win here over Final Bastion. Game 1 going over to Never Lucky. That match was very back and forth, honestly, for a long time, but then eventually Never Lucky found the ground that they needed to be able to take control and just stop anything from happening because honestly, Final Bastion, they weren't able to shut down Nerf Swain. We got the stats here: 28,000 gold for Nerf Swain.
He did not get nerfed today. I think he's always playing those mage carry supports, and they're with a CC on the side Neverlow Gaming. They weren't able to get any damage from their carries from Velikaz and Rams.
Mm-hmm.
It was just Kali going in, Recton going in, CC chain from Brand, Belveth, and Lysandra. They just weren't able to get anything in this game after
and
first pairing.
honestly, but you got to be able to get that damage. You have to see that damage come out. And when you look at what Nerf Swain was able to do, 28,000 gold. I don't have his KDA up anymore, but that he just absolutely decimated the entire lineup of Final Bastion. They tried to make some sort of moves, but no matter what they could do, no matter what they tried to do, he was just there. And he was just throwing out anything and everything. And the moment they thought they had escaped, they forget Brand will burn you, and he will burn you very good.
Oh yeah, he was getting those ultimates and fights with the group up from Final Bastion. They just got exploded in these team fights. Running into a Brand, Scion, and Lysandra is not something you want to do. I think really just came down to this bot lane play. The junglers decided which lanes they wanted to go to. Final Bastion going towards the top side, getting some push in, but Velikaz were not able to translate that into any meaningful lead for Final Bastion. And Nerf Swain just away with the game. He was able to do everything for himself, really.
Yeah. And with that, that will be game one going over to Never Lucky. It is still very possible, though. Again, we're playing in best of three, so it is still very possible for Final Bastion to be able to possibly bounce this one back and bring us into a game three. Would love to be able to see that happen so we can get as much League of Legends as possible. But with that, we're going to go into a quick break as we get ready for game two. Don't go anywhere, guys.
All right. Welcome back to Game 2 of Final Bastion versus Never Lucky Gaming. Final Bastion needs to look for something different this game. Never Lucky's bot
Yeah,
lane
honestly.
really blew them out.
Yeah, so honestly, at this point, your choices now when going from that game one where nerf Swain, they priority banned that Swain, which still, honestly, was still a good move. But honestly, do you priority ban Brand now going into the second draft?
I'm not sure. I think the K and Lux lane was fine in principle, but with the 4-man gank level 2, I'm not sure they should have expected that. And
Yeah, honestly.
they didn't even get any kills.
No, they did not get any kills for that. There were a lot of plays that happened that they looked like they had the right potential, but just weren't quite there yet. So it'll be interesting to see how Final Bastion are going to be shaping things up, turning things around, and possibly looking to bring this one back after. Honestly, not the best showing in a game one that you would want to see in a matchup as important as this one.
Definitely. I think the solo lanes of Final Bastion did have a mountain to climb with all of that CC on Never Lucky's comp. I think they need to play towards a different style or maybe target those bans a little differently. I saw a lot of those long range control mage bans while they just picked the Akali blind, and the Sandra really was punishing that game.
Yeah, honestly, Never Lucky just managed to punish Final Bastion pretty much at every single turn. Even in the areas where Final Bastion were making moves, Never Lucky would be making a move on the whole opposite side of the map that they weren't able to respond to. So that ended up being a huge decision maker as within that first game. Now it'll be really interesting to see how these teams adjust. If you're Never Lucky, do you continue to go with the same comp, or do you possibly look at? I mean, I'm sure Final Bastion are going to force you to make some sort of changes, but how do you possibly look at changing some things around in this game 2, if you're Never Lucky at least?
Yeah, for Never Lucky, honestly, just going to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They played towards their win conditions of Tamanado and Nerf Swain, which they've been doing a lot all season. I think like the tank Scion top and the more supportive mid from Gymnastics. Honestly, it was just a recipe for success as they got Nerf Swain insanely fed and was really able to dominate those team fights with that damage. I'm not sure if Final Bastion wants to go towards a Seraphine Swain brand ban, but then Nerf Swain could just bring someone else out.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
honestly.
how they really play against it.
This is going to be, they're definitely really playing on their back foot here in this series. Not really a spot that you want to be in. So we will see how the teams are going to be adjusting. It looks like we're going to be getting into our draft here any second now. I'll be really interesting to see how Final Bastion are going to be looking at possibly shutting down Nerf Swain, because he is quite the villain that Never Lucky. I think honestly, over any of Never Lucky's win conditions, if we're going just off of primarily that game one, the biggest one that Final Bastion are going to have to look at shutting down is going to be Nerf Swain. You saw just the absolute dominance in that first game. Now, hopefully, we'll be able. I would love to see how Final Bastion try to shut him down in the second game.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Starting into draft with a new link. I'm not sure what's going on. They have sent in a new link and it's ready. Oh, I think we have it swapped over with them both. Okay, we're both readied up. And then Final Bastion starting the ban phase. Let's see what they ban here. Are they going to do the classic 2 Seraphine Swain bans and see if they mix up that third one? Or are they just going to keep it the same? Oh, we see the Swain.
Standard Swain ban coming out one more time. Let's see if... Honestly, I don't know how you really are able to change up your bans if you're Final Bastion. There's so many ways that this can go, and the brand ban comes out. They're definitely not gonna let Nerf Swain keep that one open anymore, because that honestly, that's a smart pick to bring a ban that route, because Nerf Swain was just so destructive on there, and they just couldn't seem to find a counter for it no matter what they were able to do. So getting him out, not even allowing him to be an option, is definitely a smart move from
See,
Final Bastion here.
the same 1-2 bans from Never Lucky with the Gangplank towards Velikaz and that Victor ban. And we see a Hecarim. So Seraphine's open. Does that mean Final Bastion is going to first pick it? I don't think they
It's
give it to Red Panda.
very possible. I mean, honestly, that would make sense for Sarah to be a first pick, but I just honestly this is gonna go either way. I don't honestly know as we get the last ban. Now see what Never Lucky would be funny to do to really just show that they don't need that Seraphine would be to ban Seraphine right here. But they're gonna be banning out
There's
the Anivia.
Anivia. And looks like we do get that Seraphine first pick.
Insta-lock. Oh wait, no, not quite an insta-lock, but it is still pretty close. There it is.
Yeah,
the lock of that Seraphine.
They're going with that Seraphine. I think Seraphine is going to help them a lot more. Very flexible pick, can go in 3 different roles. I think it's very good to see. Very strong pick in these metas, just a strong, big healing presence. And honestly, that a very good first pick. And gotta see how Never Lucky respond. If they give Nerf Swain a strong, powerful mage, they're going to pick a very aggressive Belveth again for Talonado.
Interesting. Looking, they're going to be first picking that jungle. Not going to be looking at going on that counter pick on the support. Maybe they'll be giving it on the second pick here. We'll see kind of what's going to be happening. But Belveth being an absolute menace in that jungle in that first game. Now we are really excited to see what's going to happen here. Jin is going to be picked up. Syndra is getting picked up right away. We're seeing seeing 2 completely different picks from Final Bastion is what we saw in game 1, which is definitely what you want to have happen, because what Final Bastion did in that first game did not work for them, and it is time that they switch some things around to hopefully make come out and bring up something stronger. So hopefully we'll see something create. Oh, please! Sivir. I really hope this one's actually legit. Don't be trolling me. Yes, I'm very happy to see a Sivir come out.
And we see Senna right now.
Okay. I don't know if this is a smart play, but overall,
with Final Bastion changing it from early game dominance game 1, which they weren't dominant in on the bot side, just for absolute scaling. They want to play this game the long haul, and there's the Senna lock-in for the bot lane of Never Lucky.
Interesting. I wonder if putting Nerf Swain on that Senna will be the point of now. He's got the ability to interact literally anywhere on the map with that Senna ult. So that, and he's even got the ability to do a lot of damage as Senna from farther range. So even though it doesn't have as aggressive of a playstyle as you would see from a brand, you can still do quite a bit of damage on that Senna.
Oh, there's the Fiora into immediate Orianna ban again for Final Bastion. I think, honestly, on the side of Final Bastion, they just need a big AD tank. I think they'll just be fine this game. I think, oh, there's the 5-man for Final Bastion. I need to see what we have for Final Bastion. I think they just ban out mid lane, pinching that pool, as they've already had their Syndra picked this game.
Absolutely. Now we're going to see how the teams are going to, with the final ban, banning out the Scion, not going to be allowing Never Lucky to be picking that one back up. Honestly, that was smart decision, because as much as Velikaz was a menace on that Renekton, that Scion still was so dang tanky that there was nothing that they could do to be able to make it happen. And Twitch! Okay.
I think that's an AP Twitch mid for the side of Gymnastics on Never Lucky. A very interesting pick. Not a lot of attack damage and attack speed for the side Never Lucky. And there's the Maokai jungle. Surprised he wasn't banned. Very prominent pick. Are they going to lock it in? I think there will be a very good pick here. Getting a lot of lockdown on these very attack heavy carries, and there it is.
Yeah,
see the Maokai for Final Bastion.
That Maokai is a very strong pick, and Jax looking like to possibly round out the team comp. I don't know if that's going to be actually happening or not. It'd be interesting to see if that's what they secure.
Jax's E does stop auto attacks, and every single player on Never Lucky so far is an auto attack based champion. And Velikaz does play the carries. Not going to play no Malphite. Oh, but instead,
they're going to switch that up into a Camille. Interesting choice We'll see if the Jacks might actually have been a better strength. Now, let's see here. What do you guys think in terms of this draft? Ooh, Cassante looking to be the play here from Never Lucky. Would really love to see this champion get brought out.
And they're still hovering it. I think Tank
Oh,
Top said
man.
they need to get something different.
It
No,
could
does
go
not
either
see a
way.
Tank Top. Oh, there's an orange.
Orn. All right.
Some form
Interesting.
of engage. I think
Where's
execution this game's much harder for Never Lucky Gaming. They had a lot of CC last game, and all their CC is really tied to the abilities and ultimates of these champions. With the Ornhorn, the only thing to really dissuade them, while on Final Bastion's side, they have the Seraphine Encore, the Syndra EQ, Makai Ultimate, and Camille Ultimate, who will make it really hard for these carries of Never Lucky to get a lot of damage down. I
Mhm.
think in this game, it's going to be very tough for Never Lucky to do well. They do have the scaling of Belbeth, Ornn, and Senna, but on the side of Final Bastion, they have the Syndra, Sivir, Camille being able to basically one-shot any of the carries she chooses this game.
Yeah, this is definitely a draft that is favoring Final Bastion. I'm really happy to see Sivir. Sivir was actually the first champion that I ever achieved level 5 mastery on. So to see her getting brought out, just it warms the heart of the freshman me in high school. So yeah. I love seeing Sivir being brought out. But yeah, definitely looking at this draft, it is a very honestly both teams have a very different draft style. The only similarity we're seeing from Never Lucky is the Jhin and the Belveth. Now to see Final Bastion, they aren't playing a single champion the same as they did in Game 1. And honestly, this is looking to be a much better draft for Final Bastion. Just all of the combinations that they can pull out, as well as the safety that they have from all of the different abilities across their champion pool, is just, it puts them in a lot more stable position for this game too.
I think at those team fights, I think Final Bastion just clicks R and they honestly win. The only really good forward disengage for Never Lucky is that Ornhorn, and after that's gone, the carries of Never Lucky are just going to be collapsed upon. Syndra, Seraphine, Makai, and Camille being able to target anybody they want, honestly. If somebody gets fed, it doesn't matter. They die to the execute from the Syndra ultimate, the Cho'Gath ultimate from the Camille. It's going to be very tough for Never Lucky if they don't get a lead in this game. As a scaling, this game, very favored for Final Bastion.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited to see how Final Bastion is able to turn this one around. They definitely have this draft. Maybe you guys in chat might have other opinions, but just from what I'm seeing, Final Bastion has definitely won this draft. Now it'll be really interesting to see how the mechanics play out. Never Lucky is going to need to be looking for an early game win here if they're going to be able to beat this Final Bastion. They're going to have to look for a fast game to close this one out, because if they don't, Final Bastion scaling is just going to be what is going to destroy them in the end.
I think we might see some similar early game shenanigans from Never Lucky, as the Twitch mid, AP Twitch mid, isn't going to try and stay in lane with Syndra. I don't think he wins that. He's going to go around, hide, get some kills for that bot lane, probably for the center of the Belveth, trying to get those carries fed. And I think if Final Bastion can survive the early game, they should be able to win every single fight they come across.
Absolutely. So now it's gonna be interesting to see. Yes, there is a that was an interesting thing brought up in chat. We're seeing no love for the Belveth or the Senna scaling.
Honestly, I think the Belveth and Senna scaling, Senna will be able to auto-attack from a far range, but it doesn't matter when she gets pushed on by the Maokai, Twisted Advance, the Camille Hextech Ultimatum. She hits him from a mile away, they just jump on her and kill her. I think it's honestly not the kind of scaling. They do have scaling, but in this game, it's just scaling to get one shot by everybody else on Final Bastion.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a lot of the scaling, and the comp is just very much in favor of Final Bastion. The engage is there, and that, I don't know, that's just going to be what is going to make the difference here, is if you're Never Lucky, you've got one major engage tool, and that is the Ornhorn. If that Ornhorn is able to come through and hit those critical targets, that could be what Neverlucky needs to be able to get those shots off. But if they aren't able to burst down quickly, then Final Bastion's just going to jump on you and you're going to be done. There's so many engage opportunities from the Maokai alt to the Camille Hextech Ultimatum to Syndra to Seraphine. Like there's engage tools on pretty much every single champion here with Final Bastion.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't even talked about the Seraphine healing. If this Seraphine goes a very supportive Moonstone Renewer game, any damage these long-range carries get can just be healed by the Seraphine W. I think they really need to somehow get a pick on these key targets, maybe some sneaky Twitch shenanigans to get these picks before the big team fights, but it's going to be very interesting to see how this game turns out. And with that, we're going to go to a very short spectator delay as we've been talking forever, but we'll be right back with the game. Alright everybody, welcome to Game 2, Final Bastion versus Neverlucky Gaming, and right off the bat, definite draft gap for Final Bastion, with the standard runes across the board, the Hail of Blaze Ignite, the AP Twitch mid, definitely gonna look for some roams this game, with no signs of any invades yet, but as I say that, Neverlucky is posturing.
They're looking like they're possibly making a move, but that ward there might have spotted them out. Tominato is going to be spotted out by the ward. Gymnastics is going to be there.
And they just get a ward in on the red buff.
All right, looking like that invade is not going to come out from anything as Final Bastion are just going to kind of leave it. And Maokai is going to be rotating up towards that blue buff. Yeah. Jin just flexing that level 7.
Oh yeah, I think top lane's probably going to be an item this game as Meli G has started with the refillable potion. Now I know a lot of Orange players, that has not been the meta for a while, as you need to be out of lane, nobody hitting you for a while for you to buy that Doran shield. And as both top laners are leashing right now, I think Volokhovs will be able to get a lot of push this early game.
Yeah, it will definitely be a lot of push
Nothing
early game
else
here.
really. Yeah, and we see 300 clear, I think a full clear from Tominato. Pushing lane from Fano, never lucky early with that double AD carry. And I think we're going to be calm for a little while before we see Dynatics try and move with that Twitch.
Yeah, for sure. Man, Jin is just very
Already
confident on that
Hey.
Twitch.
Ram's now respecting it, letting him hit those Hail of Blades procs, but with that, I think Neverlucky's getting 2 pushing lanes. With the Maokai not even going for a full clear right now, he's skipping those wool, looking for that early aggression towards the bot side.
Yeah.
Big trade. We see Gymnastics looking for Unleash in his jungle.
Oh, wow. This is going to be a very bold move. Jin going for it. He's going to be getting in right away. He's going to start getting the shots off. The health is going to be going in favor of Unleash. Unleash is going to be forced to flash out. The rest of Final Bastion is going to be looking to rotate in. Tominato with an insane flash that could be the first blood going over there.
Gymnastics.
Tominato's going to be getting it. They're going to be going for another one. Adam is going to be getting a few damages off. Tominato's going to be going in, but Frisky's going to be getting a huge Q off. And Frisky is going to be getting a kill. A 1-for-1 trade so far, but Nerf Swain looking like he's going to be trading this one for his life. The flash is going to be coming in. Ram's going to be cleaning that one out with the auto attack, and that will be Neverlucky. And Millie G trades off right away. 2 for 2 there happening. 1 kill up in the top side, 2 kills on the bottom side. Both teams staying very even here at the start of this game. What an absolutely bloody start to this game. Both teams looking to make moves on both sides of the map. The kills going in favor of the Ornn and the Bel'Veth, while the kills for Final Bastion are going in favor of the Syndra and Sivir. And honestly, I think Rams and I think Final Bastion, just because of who the gold ended up into, got the better end of this deal.
Yeah. They're very happy about that. The carries on that Syndra and Sivir already scaling up, and the kill on Ornn right now might help Melly G in lane, but it's not as important as getting those strong lanes ahead. Gymnastics getting the flash up from Unleash, but the stun from Rams and Adam, they were able to go in and get the kills on Tominato and Nerf Swain. And it's looking pretty rough out there. Oh, with C trade in the mid lane.
A lot of damage there coming out, but it looks like Jin is going to be the one winning out this trade.
See, we see Tominato going
we're seeing Tominato. They're just going to be deciding to bully Unleash this time. The Raptors are going to be stolen. But
flash on Tominato.
Rotating over.
Unleash is going in. The rotation for the bot lane first. Tominato getting out.
But the rest from Neverlucky is going to be there. Nerf Swain getting a lot of damage. Adam is going to be stunned up, possibly looking to have to rotate out, but he is going to be getting out. Keeping himself alive. Trade there going in favor of Neverlucky. Well, actually, it wasn't even really a trade. It's just the pokes came out there.
Really trying to, I think, a good rotation from the bot lane of Final Bastion, trying to stop the early aggression from Tominato.
Ooh, the hook shot getting missed there. Tominato going in to fight Unleashed again. They're not even going to let him get anything going here as he is forced to retreat out. He's going to be retreating back over to Rams, but Jin is going to be right there. Nice stun is going to be happening. I don't know why you're throwing a root. You have to get out of there, Unleashed, as Tominato will be taking down Unleashed for Neverlucky, getting his second kill on the board. As Neverlucky, they're going to be looking to make some moves on the bot side. A lot of damage is going to be coming out. Nerf Swain getting a lot of poke, but nothing is going to be coming out of that one.
Very disrespectful from Unleashed from jungle. Oh, I think we have a pause going now. A little talk about this bloodbath of an early game. I think it, honestly, Unleashed not respecting that Bel'Veth. Bel'Veth already getting ahead, 2,000 gold on him, getting those lavender stacks, and right now he's looking towards the top side. Velika's no flash. I think we're going to see that as the next big play. But on the other side, Rams is pretty far ahead, 300 gold up on Gymnastics. Syndra's scaling might be enough to try and stop Tominato's regression.
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
Oh, we see that on pause, and Velika's getting out the hook shot. That's the third kill for Tominato. Very unfortunate timing. No flash from that the flash actually from Velikaz didn't even matter that early game. As we see Gymnastics.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Looking like we're going to be a little stuck for a bit here.
What is that?
And we're back.
Upon
And
the
Jin is going to be
solo
killing
kill?
Rams.
That's a trade!
But he will be going
Take
down.
those!
Unleashed is going to be coming in as well. The bot side is going to be making moves, looking like Nerf Swain is going to be the one stunned up here, and Frisky is going to be taking down Nerf Swain. A very important kill there for Final Bastion, as now the Sivir is sitting at 2-0.
That very good comeback from the side of Final Bastion. They needed those kills to make sure Tominato can't get away with this game. I knew Tenex was going to get the kill, but he was tanking those minions after Rams died. And Rams with the gold and XP advantage. I think this Twitch needs to make some more plays to try and get back into this game. As the last chapter already for Rams being able to sustain in this lane. As you see Tominato going into that top side, stealing more of Unleashed jungle, as it's not really his.
Yeah, no, Unleashed has been getting absolutely bullied this game, as now Tominato is just taking full control of that jungle, which is not what you need to have happen if you're Final Bastion. But there is still a possibility that Final Bastion there's any possibility in a game when you're this early on, but it definitely is not a start that you want to have happen if you're that Maokai, because there are just a lot. Your switch becomes different there, and it looks like now Unleashed is going to be making a move on a Gymnastics. Rams is going to be forced out. The cloaking is going to be happening, but the Seeker is going to reveal the cloak, but Jin is going to escape with his life while we're seeing a trade happening up in the top side. Velikaz is going to be forced to back away from that Ornn, but it looks like a play is going to be happening around the bot side as well.
Tominato's still up there, but he doesn't decide to go in for the gank. I think he's going for the Scuttle Crab there. Let's see, Veli G going in.
Scuttle. Melly's going to be going in. Vela is not in a position where you're going to be winning this fight. You really don't want to play this one out, but Jin is massing a lot of pings out on that mid side. Ramsey looking like he's going to be rotating up to possibly aid this one. Unleashed with a beautiful flash over, but Velikaz, you're running right into Tominato. Where are you going, buddy? The Ornn Horde is going to be coming out. Tominato is going to be taking down Velikaz. Jin is going to be the next one, looking like to be going down.
Next is 1 HP.
Possibly an insane flash from Rams, as is able to escape. That flash was so huge on the side of Final Bastion, keeping Rams alive and keeping more gold from going into the pockets of Neverlucky. But that Belveth is just so mean right now. 4-1 for Tominato. This is such an incredible start for him. Nerf Swain getting a lot of poke for this bot lane here.
Getting that Herald on a Belveth again. With the level 6, he's able to get that extended ultimate and going to get some push with this, but the first dragon hasn't even been taken yet. It's all been this top side. I think Frisky and Adam doing really well in the bot lane, keeping those advantages and getting that scaling going through, but Tominato was really doing well versus Unleashed.
Yep, we're seeing a entirely different playstyle from both of the teams here. So it was a very bot-focused game last game, and now we're seeing a very top-centered game as Melly G is getting a lot of damage out, but Velikaz definitely getting some damage himself. A lot of trades happening back and forth there, but that one is going to be definitely in favor of Velikaz. Melly G possibly looking to make some moves here. Velikaz taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to be forced back under his turret. Unleashed playing kind of close to the bot side, but it's looking like there's not going to be anything happening there, as Nerf Swain is going to be the one looking for a recall here. Maybe not. Some poke happening.
Already picked up that Kraken Slayer, and that is a very big advantage for that, trying to get the objectives going in. Gymnastics rotating on the bot side. I'm not sure if he's going to get anything with that, but I think definitely Velikaz needs to play it very safe as an 0-3 Camille. You need to wait until you hit those power spikes and be able to still one-shot people.
Yeah,
as we see,
absolutely.
Neverlucky grouping on the bot side, Gymnastics walking in.
Jin is going to be there, but there's nobody from Final Bastion there. The ult is going to be coming out from Neverlucky, from Nerf Swain. That's going to be one, possibly two. Not going to be happening. As Unleashed is going to be coming in, but that will be Neverlucky able to score one kill, as Gymnastics is going to be taking down at him there, and the first dragon going in favor of Neverlucky. Velikos looking to make a move on Melly G, possibly going to get a few attacks off, but Melly G is going to be escaping with his life, not needing to burn the flash, but Velikos is going to flash in, and that's going to cost him possibly his life. Orthorn, what are you doing, Mela? Why are you flashing in on that and not doing anything else? But now Tominato is going to be dropping the Rift Herald, and that's going to be a lot of gold going into the pockets of Neverlucky.
That was very aggressive play from Velikos as a 0-3 Camille in the top lane. I think if they hit that Hextech Ultimatum a little bit earlier, they might have been able to kill on Melly G, but with the trade of flashes and the Ornhorn, you had no way of killing him there.
No.
And now Neverlucky getting that turret with the Bel'Veth, and they're getting their win condition. From the draft, we didn't think they were going in, but the 4,000 gold lead, it's looking tougher and tougher now for Final Bastion to get back into this game.
Yeah, and we were talking about this being Final Bastion being the ones that we're going to have we're going to be the win condition here, but it doesn't seem to even matter as Neverlucky is just too strong, and Rams is going to be taking down or Gymnastics, sorry.
Guys, the poison.
The Twitch poison is going to be killing Rams.
Saw that ultra from Nurse Swain missing, but Tominato
going in right away. That Bel'Veth is absolutely terrifying.
Wow.
There's just action happening all over. Velikos, you're getting dangerously low here. Tominato looking for more poke. Possibly going to be looking to dive. Oh, maybe. Decides not to.
Unleash has no mana. He can't really stay.
Nope, he can't. The TP is going to be coming out. Looks like Rams are going to be looking to TP back in. Tominato is going to be forced to retreat. Very smart to be backing that one off. Velikos looking dangerously low here. Melly G might have an opportunity to get a kill here. Not going to be looking for a dive as he takes a few pokes from the turret.
Velikos needs a TP back. Velikos is over 1,000 gold down as the Camille into the Ornn matchup, dying to 2 turret dives. It's been very unfortunate. We see Gymnastics.
And there's Jin. Unleash getting forced to flash out. That Twitch is just so mean.
The Expunge kills him. He was happy.
And the Hextech Ultimatum is going to be coming out. Velikos is going to be keeping Melly G tight. That might be a kill in favor. The solo kill for Velikos would be exactly what he needs. But Tominato is going to be in there. Melly G is going to be getting shut down. Velikos getting the gold. Now you got to get out of there. The hook shot is going to be happening. He's going to be stunning Tominato. He might be able to turn this one around, but he's not able to. That Bel'Veth is just too strong. The turret shot is going to be taking him down. Velikos getting the double kill and the shutdown gold for both the Ornn and the Bel'Veth. That is going to be really big for Final Bastion, but you trade it with your life, so that is going to be more struggles coming in from Final Bastion, because you're not able to push off of that now because you paid for that with your own life.
That aggressive turret dive from Tominato was able to get the traded kill, but now Velikos is back into this game, basically even with Melly G, from 1,000 back to even, while Tominato and Gymnastics actually very even. Tominato is this gold lead right now. 4,000 gold, all the gold lead is essentially in his pocket, and it's up to him to really carry this game for his team.
Yeah, which honestly, it's a great start to have a champion like Bel'Veth being the one to carry, but it is still not a position that you really want to see yourself in, because if they're able to get a stop on to Tominato, that's going to be it. Where Final Bastion, that's going to be their route back into this game. Velikos, you're getting very aggressive. Getting a quick little poke on there, winning that one out. No damage is going to really be returned. As Nerf Swain looking for some possible moves here, getting a lot of poke in there, but he doesn't have any teammates to be with him. But Jin possibly looking to rotate himself back up. There's a lot of Neverlucky playing around that top side. They might be looking to make a move on to Velikos. Gymnastics is possibly making a move in. Looking like Neverlucky is going to be using this as a distraction to possibly play for that Rift Herald. The Gymnastics is going to be on a killing spree, and Nerf Swain is going to be pulling out the ultimate, but you don't even need it because that Twitch is just disgusting. As now the play is going to be switching over to that top side. Melly G going to be looking to possibly fight Velikos on this one. This isn't a fight that you want to take if you're Velikos. The hook shot is going to be happening. The retreat coming from Velikos, but the rest of Neverlucky are going to be popping in here. The only one not around is Nerf Swain. Let's see, as this is going to be the turret going by. Gymnastics is right there. That Twitch is going to make you hurt. That's going to be the death there, and they're not able to trade anything as Tominato comes in, stealing that kill from Gymnastics, putting both of them at 6 and 2, bringing Shelly into the game, and that's going to be another turret going down for Never Lucky. They're running away with this game at a 7,000 gold lead, and they're not even going to be stopping here.
See, Maokai in with his ultimate. Melly G caught out. Red Panda flashing out.
Definitely caught out. Frisky is going to be looking to make some moves here. That's going to be a lot of damage going on to Melly G, but Never Lucky is going to be getting out of there without any sort of risk, as now Final Bastion possibly looking to play towards the dragon, maybe using this opportunity where people are forced out to go take over this dragon. But it doesn't look like Never Lucky want to stop this push.
That was an insane series of events with the spray and pray for the Gymnastics getting a double kill in the mid lane, allowed them to convert that Rift Herald into a tier 2 turret in the top lane. This is looking the exact same as the first game.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is nulling good as Final Bastion trying to get something here on that Rift Herald. Gymnastics sitting alone here, Nurse Swain on the way. Going in with that spray and pray.
They're going to be diving in on the Gymnastics. If you want to get something, you got to take out that Twitch. He's going to be getting shut down. But Frisky is, Red Panda is going to be right there taking down Frisky. It's going to be Adam and Unleashed trying to hold this one. The dragon will be going in favor of Unleashed. It looks like Final Bastion is going to be looking to continue to keep this one going. Red Panda is going to be going down, but Unleashed is going to be traded out. Melly G is going to be hanging out there. Velikaz looking for the trade onto Nerf Swain. He's going to maybe have the damage there, but Velikaz is getting dangerously low. You got to take out Melly G if you're going to get anything going. But he will go down as Red Panda is also going to be going down. Atomic and Adam is going to be the only one there, and he will be eventually taken down as 3 kills will go in favor of Never Lucky. And Never Lucky will also be pushing down that inhib turret, taking the opportunity to see the play happening on that dragon side and forcing something else to happen to continue to give them the opportunity to push and continue to extend this gold lead deeper and deeper into the game.
That was a 4v4 without their strongest carry and Gymnastics dying at the start there. Nurse Swain, Melly G, and Red Panda managing to get the rest of those kills while Tominato was just in their base. That really looking tough here. Now 2 items on the Bel'Veth with the Blade of the Ruin King and the Kraken Slayer. Bel'Veth's going to do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, that Bel'Veth is going to be absolutely terrifying as we continue to push this game out. Now, again, right now, Final Bastion, they're even more on their back foot than they were in Game 1. And Never Lucky were able to just take so many advantages. They hit their win condition. They got so far ahead so early and are managing to just start pulling away with this one. Jin is going to be looking in. He's not going to be spotted out by Unleashed, but there's going to be a lot of damage out there. Unleashed is going to be flashing away. He's going to be getting the stun onto Velikaz. Velikaz is going to be going low very quickly. The Twitch Prison still might take him out. He's going to be holding it on just barely. But what are you doing? Going against everybody. And that will be the shutdown as the rest of Final Bastion come in and aid their friend to take him out. That will be a 1-for-0, giving Final Bastion something as they're looking to rotate back over. Never Lucky getting a lot of damage onto the turret, but Final Bastion is there to possibly turn some things around. Velikaz is back in. Red Panda is going to be summed up. He's going to be going down. Hextech Ultimatum will be dropped, but that's going to be a quick escape there for Nerf Swain. The rest of Final Bastion are making moves. This could possibly be Nerf Swain is going to be going down. Melly G is going to be taking a lot of damage there. As tanky as you can be, that still does not stop an entire 5-person League of Legends team for you to stay alive. Velikaz is going to be finishing that one, but Jin is going to be trading this one away by getting a turret. Unfortunately, Baron is not up. So there's going to be no way that Final Bastion can really turn this into anything. As Rams is going to be looking to possibly trade this one out, but he doesn't have an ultimate, so it's going to be a little scary here. Rams no flash, and Gymnastics is able to escape with his life.
That was very tough. Tominato going for that aggressive pick, barely not killing Velikaz, allowing them to get those kills onto the carries. Now we see still a very strong gold lead on Tominato going on Unleashed.
He's going to be looking to bully onto Unleashed. It looks like Unleashed, you can't do anything, no matter how much you try.
He had no presence. I think this is going to be a free beside Never Lucky. Very bad play from jungler Final Bastion. He had no support, no TPs, and Tominato was just going to his top side.
Yep. And now that is just going to give that Baron over to Never Lucky. Any sort of possibility that Final Bastion had to get back in this game is going to have to come from possibly shutting down this Baron, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Jin, you are getting absolutely deleted. But the Baron is going to be secured for it, Never Lucky, and it does look like the rest of Never Lucky is going to be able to get take some people with them as... Adam is going to be going down 1-for-1 trade, but the Baron is going to be going out for Never Lucky. Melly G is going to continue to chase this one. I don't know if you need to keep chasing at this point. Just start your push. Belveth is there. They've got a 3-man going down this mid, but with that Belveth, that is a lot of pushing power. That's going to be at least another section of the base broken for Never Lucky, but it looks like Final Bastion are going to be looking to possibly make some sort of return here. Velikos looking to possibly get a stun off. The ultimate coming out from that Senna. Tominato is going to be getting shut down. That is going to be absolutely huge for Final Bastion as Never Lucky is going to be forced to retreat. They're popping everything to try and keep it going. Velikos possibly looking for an opportunity. Red Panda is going to be going down. Nerve Swain looking for an escape here. The hookshot is going to be getting that LEG, and Rams is unstoppable. LEG is going to be getting eliminated here, as this is an absolute huge moment for Final Bastion to bring them back into this game, as 4 members of Never Lucky are going to be going down.
The scaling and shutdown power from Velikos and Rams being able to just go into Tominato and burst him just allowed them to continue the... because all of Never Lucky's gold is on Tominato. There isn't even or ahead on every single other lane except for the top side. So Tominato is just really killing Never Lucky. As a team fight power is just allowing them to roll over the rest of Never Lucky Gaming. They're getting back into this game with the second dragon and lowering that 9,000 gold lead to only about 5.
Yeah, and that was absolutely huge to shut down Tominato, get that gold back into some pockets of the members of Final Bastion, keeping them alive and preventing that Baron push from continuing in this game.
Rams is looking very strong now. He is fully stacked with those Transcendence stacks and is able to execute anybody below 15% health, getting a lot more AP. Very strong 2-item Syndra. Should just be able to click on Tominato and just kill him later if he gets locked down.
This Syndra has gotten very scary. So this is looking like it's going to be a lot more winnable for Final Bastion now, as they have found their way back into this game. And yes, there is still a 5,000 gold lead for Final Bastion, but they definitely have an opportunity to bring this one back here as long as they're able to get those picks on to that Belveth and shut her down.
I think we're just going to be waiting a while as they are scaling up as there are no objectives up, and I think that's just going to benefit Final Bastion. They have 2 items in, almost the Rabadon for Rams. He is about 700 gold off from it, but once he gets that AP power spike, Tominato won't be able to play this game if he keeps getting aggressive and going in. And you definitely get that kill bloodthirsty feeling happening as you get very, very excited when you get all of those kills. But Rams is going to be going in, and that's going to be Gymnastics getting absolutely destroyed. We're seeing the power of that Syndra come out as Gymnastics is down. But now, unfortunately, though, Syndra doesn't have the ultimate for this fight. Unleash is going to be going in on the Red Panda. That's going to be an ultimate getting popped. He's going to be out. You do not want to get yourself caught out there, but Rams is also going to be caught out and getting himself shut down here. That is huge for Never Lucky there, because they are finally able to shut down the threat that was showing up from Rams, as now it's 30 seconds until he's back in. That shutdown went on to Nerf Swain. Tominato did not get that gold, just not where you want to go, jumping onto Melly G.
Yeah, and that's going to be the Hextech Ultimatum. Melly G is not going to be able to get out of this one. Oh, the dash is going to be happening, possibly an escape, but Velikos is just too fast. Camille is going zoom, zoom, and taking out the Ornn.
Wow, a lot of disrespect coming out from Never Lucky Gaming. Gymnastics walking way too close to that Syndra, who can literally just one-shot him without even using his ultimate. With his Rain Prey in the mid lane.
Unleashed is looking to make a move here. You don't want to go in where the rest of your team is not there. Unleashed is going to be paying for that one with his life. Maybe he was expecting a possible rotation from the rest of his team, but it just didn't happen.
See, Velikos
and now
going in on a Nerf Swain. Flash from Rams going in. Gymnastics doesn't have his flash.
Alive.
Velikos! Just
Wow!
one-shotting him. Nerf Swain having to flash away from Rams.
Rams is going to be the
Tominato
Tominato
jumping
is going to
in.
be backing
He should've
away.
walked up. This is incredible. 5,000 gold behind, and Final Bastion are controlling the pace of the game now.
Mm-hmm.
That scaling that we've been talking about is really come to fruition. 2 arms onto Velikaz, 3 onto Rams, absolutely blowing up anybody he sets his sights onto. And it's looking very difficult for the rest of Never Lucky Gaming to try and get a strong team fight going.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Final Bastion are hitting their engage tools. They're finding the picks. They're able to make it happen. And even Unleashed, who's been getting bullied quite a bit throughout this entire game, is still managing to bring himself back, getting 14 assists out of the 22 kills that have happened here. Velikaz going to be getting the Hextech Ultimatum. Unleashed is going to be right there behind him, but there is Nerf.
Red Panda there to support.
Panda is going to be there as well. Velikaz looking to jump on a Nerf Panda, forcing the flash out of him. Unleashed is going to be getting the ultimate off. But so is
Nerf
flashing
out.
Tominato is not that far behind. Unleashed is going to be getting the kill onto Tominato, but the rest of Final Bastion are right there to hopefully support their friends. Let's see as Velikaz jumps into Tominato. This is going to be a lot of damage going off. Who's going to be coming out of this one? Is Nerf Swain is going to, or Red Panda is going to be popping the ultimate. As Red Panda's Frisky MMO is going to be going down, Gymnastics is going to be getting the double kill onto Unleashed. Then Final Bastion is going to be getting torn apart as Red Panda is slaying Adams. Now that's going to be 3 kills going in favor of Never Lucky. Tominato looking to possibly push, but that is going to be the Baron going over for Never Lucky because now Final Bastion don't have a jungler and they do not have a way into this Baron pit. Rams, even with that ultimate, I don't think he's strong enough to be able to make something happen, but it does look like Velikaz and Ram is going to be looking to make something happen. Red Panda is going to be going down. Velikaz looking to possibly make something happen, but Nerf Swain is just too strong. Velikaz is going down. Nerf Swain getting the shutdown gold onto Velikaz, and Rams will be the sole survivor of the carnage in the Baron pit.
That play was looking so good at the start for Final Bastion, getting the pick out to the Melee G, the strong engage tool, but then they just walked into the spray and pray of Gymnastics as Tominato was essentially baiting them into all dying into that long range damage from Gymnastics. And now, Never Lucky's really gotten back into this game with the Baron pushing Belveth on the top side, or they're just going to
Nerf Swain is getting very caught out here, and that is just going to say goodbye. And Jin is going to be actually the one to come in to take down Frisky. But Tominato with that Baron buff is going to be looking at striking down that first inhib.
Walking into Rams just playing the game by himself, not even caring about the objective.
Rams is, that's a lot of damage coming through the Hextech Ultimatum. Velikaz, you came out of nowhere! And now Velikaz looking to chase down Tominato, and that's a lot of damage coming out. Velikaz is still keeping himself alive. The dragon is going to be going down in favor of Never Lucky here.
Unleashed had to flash out of the pit there. They didn't have the numbers, and Tominato was just able to get a free inhibitor. That was very unfortunate. Frisky getting aggressive on that onto Nerf Swain, and Gymnastics just throwing the toxic stuff over onto him and free expunge kill. And able to get them presence in the dragon pit and that dragon while Tominato barely got away with his own life.
Yeah, that was an absolutely crazy exchange on all sides of the map. We're seeing these teams making moves anywhere and everywhere that they possibly can. But we're still seeing the objective bounties happening for Final Bastion. But honestly, as much as Final Bastion were controlling the pace of the game, they weren't really able to see much happening. They only have 2 turrets on the board for themselves. So if you're Final Bastion, you got to be able to figure out a way to take down multiple members of Never Lucky, force them off, and be able to make some sort of moves happen. Because if you're not able to make those pushes, you're not going to come back no matter how many kills you can get. Whereas Never Lucky, they've broken the base. So now, Final Bastion, they're the ones on their back foot now, having to keep themselves in defense mode to hopefully prevent these super minions from getting too far. But that's going to be really difficult with the pushing power from the Baron buffed Belveth here.
They really just need to go back to what they were doing earlier. Just play the scale game, not really looking for any fights. While we do see those Ornas coming in from Melee G onto the important carries of Never Lucky, I think Final Bastion really needs to just take it slow, take their pace, as the gold advantage is really just on Tominato and Nerf Swain. They are over 5,000 gold on their respective lane opponents. I think If the carries of Final Bastion can get the gold into their pockets, they can maybe look for something here. There's still 8,000 gold down with the mid push from Never Lucky Gaming.
Never Lucky is not going to be continuing this push. They're going to all be backing out, getting ready to move on to some of these other objectives. Looking like they're going to actually be going for a reset here, as the Cloud Drake is going to be spawning in about 3 minutes, and Baron is going to be coming up in about 3 minutes as well.
I think they just need to wait. I think see if we can get this Infinity Edge onto Frisky MMO. He is very close. Needs a few more 100 gold. Getting these waves in with Sivir is going to be very easy to clear them. But we really just need to see if they can get the pushing power and see if they can try and contest this Baron coming in a few minutes, as we have really calmed down from the 51 kill game in 31 minutes. It has been bloodbath after bloodbath.
Crazy. A crazy back and forth between both teams. Never Lucky being the ones to be able to get the kills, though. Taminato is going to be actually seen from the vision of Final Bastion here. Now we'll see how these teams...
4 levels up on Unleashed. He's level 18 Belveth with 4 items. Really being able to do whatever he wants, as long as he doesn't just walk into Rams and Velikaz. But as we see these pushing lanes, Gymnastics looking for the jungle steal, and that's just a
that
free
will be the
turret.
Inhib turret going down for in favor of Never Lucky. It's going to be 8 turrets now on the board. We're seeing right now Final Bastion is just getting pulled so far back, getting pushed in, not able to make any moves. We've got about a minute left until the Inhib is going to be respawning. So we'll see how Final Bastion is able to move, but it looks like Taminato is going to be the one to go in. Unleashed is going to be getting so much CC happening on it, but that ultimate is going to be coming in. The Ornn is going to be going in, but the Melee G is going to be going down. Rams is still just so strong. The fight is going to be continuing. Red Panda is going to be popping the Jhin ultimate. Hextech ultimatum is going to be jumping on a Gymnastics, as he is going to be getting shut down. Never Lucky are going to be the ones to be forced out, as Rams is going to be flashing forward, and Never Lucky are going to be forced out, while Final Bastion are continuing to keep themselves alive in this game. That fight ended up being huge for Final Bastion, keeping themselves alive and allowing themselves to buy the time that they need to be able to stay alive and get their inhibitor back up and prevent the supers from continuing to spawn.
Baron's up in 10 seconds, and Gymnastics won't be there for it, and Velikaz needs to be able to hold this minion wave on the top side as inhibitor does respawn, but they're just looking to posture the Baron, which they can do very quickly with this 4-item Belveth.
Oh, Never Lucky looking to make a move onto this Baron. Rams is going to be taking a lot of damage. Taminato is going to be going in. Rams is going to be getting shut down. Adam is going to be going down. This is going to be absolutely huge if Never Lucky is able to hold on to this, but Taminato is going to be going down after he scores a triple, but actually, no, he stays alive, and Nerfswain is going to be taking down Ultimate, and Frisky MMO is going to be getting taken down. That's going to be the ace for Never Lucky, and that's going to be it. That is going to be, honestly, at this point, you don't even need the Baron. Gymnastics is coming back in. That fight ending up being absolutely massive for Never Lucky, as they are going to be pushing these Nexus turrets down. That Ornn is so tanky, and the damage from the team is so strong, as Never Lucky will be closing out this series with a strong 2-0 lead against Final Bastion. They're going to be holding on to it, and then that is going to be them taking 3rd place in the PXE League. Never Lucky coming out on top.
Wow, Taminato really just showing he can play something other than that Hecarim they're banning, with the Belveth really showing his prowess here. That was not what I expected from that game, but
that was not what I expected at all.
Never Lucky really showing them who is boss there. It was still back and forth, even with the huge gold lead, but I think, honestly, Unleashed did get a little bit jungle gapped. A lot of bad picks and bad fights picked from that Maokai, I think, really disallowed Never Lucky and Taminato to get away with the game.
Absolutely. And even if you're looking at the gold lead here, the one to shout out on the side of Never Lucky is Gymnastics with 30,000 gold. An absolutely crazy amount of gold there. But Velikaz, Oh, right, sorry, that is 30,000 damage. Sorry, you're right. 13,000 gold. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't read these stats. Ha
No,
ha. And
damage
that's why I
charts.
do play-by-play.
Damage charts don't show the full story. I think really Bellicon is still with the most damage in the game, but Tomino Gymnastics really just tearing through this. And
hmm
wow, that's 34-minute slog. Very, very close game, but pretty commanding series from Never Lucky going 2-0, which I'm not sure many people expected to do today.
Honestly, no, that was not just from what I've seen from these two teams and just the little recaps that I was getting as I jumped in middle of the season, middle of the split. But seeing that happen, uh, honestly, the teams this was not what I expected at all. Never Lucky, but Never Lucky managed to find everything that they needed. They made the adjustments that they needed to. That was one of the things that I tried to mention during draft pick is if you're Never Lucky, what are the changes that you need to have happen to get you ready for this second game? And they did everything that they needed to do to keep themselves in it and be able to just run away with the series and close it out nice and cleanly. Now, Final Bastion had the win condition, but unfortunately, Never Lucky were just able to execute.
Yeah, I think it very definitely tough because Final Bastion had signs of life in that game, but unfortunately didn't really get through. And I think we're going to go to a break and get an interview with some of the players on the side of Never Lucky. Be right back after the break. All right, welcome to the largest interview we have. But before we start, there is a 10 RP giveaway. If you guys type in hashtag NLWin in chat, Desi's just giving out some things after his team wins and ends after the stream. But now we're getting into the 5-man interview for Never Lucky Gaming. Is something we haven't seen before in PXE. I think we're just going to try and keep this calm and collected somehow with all these people in this call.
We're going to try. Whether or not that's going to succeed is going to be a whole other story.
Yeah, okay, just to get started, I think they've been banning the Seraphine, but Red Panda, it didn't really matter. You were playing Jin. You were playing another supportive carry. I know there are a lot of talking about ban the Seraphine, free wins, but what do you really have to say to all those haters out there?
Dude, they fucking played. Oh, sorry. They played Seraphine, and they were banning it. They were talking. Actually, it was kind of funny because one of them pointed out my rank and said maybe we won't ban it, and they actually tried to pick it. And not to be rude, me and JT were laughing the whole time. Oh, like that was so amazing to me. I loved that. It was my favorite thing that's happened to me in PXE. Like the fact that they were talking so much crap, and I gotta give a lot of props to JT. Like he definitely was giving me a lot of confidence to play the Jhin. But that was just amazing to me to play against that bot lane and play against that team that's been talking so much crap about me for like 2 weeks about that, and then just to get like gapped in bot lane.
JT is nerf Swain, by the way. I don't think we were.
Oh yeah, sorry, nerf.
Yeah.
His name used to be JT. His name used to be his Discord name. That's what his username used to be.
Yeah, Swain was banned anyways. But I think the main person who did a lot of the damage these games was Tominato. I think on the Belveth, you got a lot of gold there, pushing on the sides with those Barons and those Heralds. Yeah. I mean, were you just first picking it blind? You just say, screw it, who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like my Belveth better than Hecarim these days, honestly. I still think my Hecarim's a threat, but I've been enjoying Belveth a lot. It doesn't matter if you're, like, super fed or not, but, like, either way, you're going to be, like, super overpowered for objectives. The first game, I mean, I don't really care. I just played well. I played well.
So I gotta say this. I'm gonna be the one to mention this. In game 2, you were getting pretty fed there, but there was one moment where it looked like you dove in 1v5. Were you just kind of like feeling yourself there, or what was going on?
Which time did I go in 1v5?
It was down in the bot line towards Krugs. Yeah, you dove in.
Oh, yeah, no, it was fucking. Sox. I was like, I need my true form for this, and he's like, oh, she's gonna die. Don't worry. She didn't die, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll fucking flash 40 seconds later. And then, like, 5 of them are... By the way, they followed me around the entire game. All 5
absolutely.
Of them. It's
you were following their jungler the entire game.
During the early game, because his pathing is so predictable. Like, my goodness, man.
Wow.
Ooh.
Sorry, that was
yeah,
sorry, that was rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, also... I was very surprised to see the AP Twitch mid pick. I don't think it didn't do as much as I think early game as you wanted to with it, but were you just playing to just kill the Syndra with it or go for that bot lane? Or just roam and play for your jungler?
No, I got bored and just wanted to like enjoy playing him.
Can I chime here with Soxy? I'm sorry, Gymnastics is never going to admit this. Every single game, we're like, what do you think's good here? And he's just like, I'm bored. Can I play this champion? Every game. That is literally Texas champions.
Wow.
So in other words, what's going to happen when Gymnastics isn't bored?
I've been asking myself that all season.
Such thing.
Wow. Yeah, I think you guys had Melly G today as a sub top laner. Have you guys even practiced with him, or are you just playing pretty well by yourself? You got a solo kill as Ornn.
We've never won practice this entire season.
Yeah, I don't think we've even practiced this season.
I mean, some of our players do it with each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me and the top duo with each other.
We've never practiced. We've never done a single practice.
Yeah, I don't trust these guys in solo queue games.
You guys were just winning on the bot side. Were you guys surprised seeing those Ornn solo kills?
Yes.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Yes, we
that
were-
was so awesome.
Oh snap! We were popping off in chat.
That was
Or not
fun.
in chat. We were popping off in voices. Oh, we were losing it in those for those solo kills.
And they pause in the middle of a fight. No.
Melly, you don't have to be so quiet right now. Come on, speak on the horn.
Yeah,
They
no,
paused in a fight. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
they
I didn't feel
did.
those pauses.
So they like paused as soon as we were coming up for a gank, and then I landed a QWE, and in mid E they paused, and we were just like, I'm pretty sure all of my damage lands, right? And then we still
Yeah.
killed them anyway, so
Yeah,
it didn't
killed
really matter. But it was just very much bad.
Oh yeah, I
manner.
think pausing on that. I think level 5 gank in that top side that you're talking
Yes,
about.
yes, yeah.
Good
Yeah, I
memory. Oh my.
And it got
Yeah.
unpaused without anybody agreeing.
Yeah, they didn't ask
Yeah,
to unpause.
and then they unpaused without us knowing.
They unpaused
Yeah.
and still died. So you know, you guys
Yeah.
take that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
yeah,
so I just got to know what your guys' thoughts are as you guys are getting ready for your Week 8 game versus Spartan Shield, which is the
That's
other
me.
top tier team. You got so I'm saying this here. Okay, you guys played a great game. How are you feeling? I want to hear from the entire team how you guys are feeling going into this. This game versus Spartan Shield, where you're going to be taking
I'm the mid
down
laner.
my co-commentator here.
Yeah.
Melly,
I
you're
don't know.
first.
Leaking strats.
Why
Well,
not?
I mean,
Why not Melly?
I don't
Melly,
know if
I
I'm
want
playing or
Melly.
not.
Melly, thoughts?
Yeah,
I don't know
dude,
if
you
I'm
might play.
playing.
You might play, man. You might play. Come on.
I mean, you just messaged me like the day of. Is like, hey, you
I
wanna
message
play?
you
Are
all the
free?
time. Yeah, you're my number one choice to sub in. Go for it, man. Let's go.
I just think
Like
as
to
long as the
say
rest of the
that-
map.
You
I
guys
think
should
actually-
probably be wary of making mistakes, because like I feel
Mhm.
like the best thing that we do is like if somebody makes a mistake, we won't just take a turret. We'll take 3 turrets and
Why are you
inhib.
coaching them? What is your
JT, why, we literally just said Melly talk. You never talk.
Also,
And then
yeah,
when we asked
fucking
Melly to talk,
Melly
you
says like
wanna
2
talk.
words and JT's like, "Rah."
You never talk unless you're flaming me. That's
Melly,
it.
thoughts on Spartan Shield's roster?
Oh.
Yeah,
Melly.
Melly, what's your thought on Spartan Shield's roster?
Just let him talk.
They're very good individuals. I think as long as our team plays solid,
Mhm.
I think we just win.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who Spartan Shields is.
I just
How
play
do you think
solo
I'll know?
queue.
I'm just a sub.
Yeah.
The disrespect. Okay.
I
I think
see
we're,
the
I think
Rob
we're
Rob
going.
doesn't
Baldies
pay
and
attention.
Banface.
I think that's week 8. But I think going into week 7, who you guys against? I don't remember.
Last week?
Or this week.
This week?
This week,
Who did
I
we
think it-
play? I don't know.
Oh,
Wait,
don't.
what was the question?
Who
you
did
guys
we
playing
played
this
last
week? I
time?
think next week you're
Last
playing
week?
us. I know you guys played against. I don't like saying last week and playing
Oh,
Down Bastion
I
today.
thought we
You have
played
another
someone else
game
last week.
before us. Yeah, you have another game
Oh.
before us.
Who?
I think it's CB Frost. We play CB Frost next.
Two for
yeah,
us?
that sounds right.
Yeah, because they just messaged us.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
All
CB
right.
Frost.
Is gymnastics your next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weapon?
All right. Gymnastics.
Your
what do you think about
response to the
Spartan Shield?
question?
What's your question?
Bree asked, he's not paying attention. He's probably playing Minecraft. Can you ask,
No.
ask him the question?
Is this about the roster?
Yeah, for
No.
Spartan Shields.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I find out when we actually like ban, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know any.
Bro,
of
we
the
literally
teams.
started the banning phase
Looking for the OP.GG.
without having the op.ggs even up. So we had to like
Wow.
before our first ban, we had to like look up their op.ggs.
Actually,
Well,
ban was still going on. Like, literally,
Oh, yeah?
we were trying to ban things, and Tom's asked for
Like
the
5
multi.
seconds, Tom.
Okay.
5 seconds,
Okay,
Tom.
okay.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I just
goodness.
looked on there, and I was like, we could ban Victor. I see a 70 right there.
Yeah.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Look at the
Alright.
numbers.
Alrighty, with that, guys, congratulations on your victory against Final Bastion. Awesome series that you guys were able to pull out. And with that, that is going to do it here for us here at PXE League tonight in this match of Final Bastion versus Never Lucky Gaming. We've got Never Lucky taking a very commanding 2-0 lead. Thank you guys again for watching. If you guys aren't following already, make sure you guys are following PXE League on Twitch. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that is going on here. Fred, you look like you had something else to say.
I think we have some more exciting matches coming up these next weeks. It's not over. Still got a lot more banners coming before playoffs, but I think that's about it.
Yep.
It's pretty late now.
It is very late, and I'm sure every single person here is very tired and ready to go to bed. Alrighty, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you guys again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for casting our game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Was a banger.